What's up, Rich? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich live, back up in the house, man. UEFA Nations League action back again. It's day, 13. You know, we had 6 days in September, 6 in October, and now we are back in November. What's up, Damian Perez? What's up, everyone who has joined the live stream so far, man? Manuel Tapia, Daniel Refi, Jozo, Pingvinska, they pray Zia. What's up, everybody? Dominic Rich back up in the house, man. I know it's been a long time since I live streamed. You know, things been real busy, man. It's been real busy around these parts, but I'm back to discuss UEFA Nations League, you know, a competition that myself and Football Pharaoh has covered exclusively. You know, we go in depth and we just pay it so much attention like no one else has been doing. So hopefully, you know, it pays off, because usually when you cover something and no one else covers it, everyone tends to like flock at the end when things are really heating up and talking about, you know, for example, the England versus Croatia match. A lot of people will be talking about that. People who actually wasn't talking about the first match between England and Spain. But anyways, let's get this thing on the road. We have 24 people in here and counting. And things are not the same around these parts, guys. You know, I have a son, you know, he's 1 week old, so you might hear him crying in the background. So I don't have a lot of time, you know, to live stream today, because who knows, I might be doing some daddy duties sooner or later. But guys, let's start it off with League D. We had League D action today between Kazakhstan and Latvia. That match ended in a 1-1 draw. I can't remember if I predicted Kazakhstan to win that or not, but 1-1 draw. So let's just take a look and see. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very much. How this match went. Guys, I couldn't watch all the matches. I saw the Croatia versus Spain, which we'll get to. I'll save that one for last. For the Kazakhstan versus Latvia game, Kazakhstan scored first when Soyombayev, you know, opening the scoring in the 37th minute, and then Denis Rakels equalized for Latvia to pick up a point. And this is Latvia's first UEFA Nations League away point. So good stuff for Latvia. So at the end of that game, the standings are as follows. Kazakhstan go up to second in that group, 6 points. Latvia third. Georgia, as we guys should know, running away with that group. I think they also play today. Let me double check. I haven't taken a look at all the fixtures as yet. Yes, Georgia played today and they drew to minnows. Andorra 1-1. Another big result for Andorra. Really, really good stuff. So Georgia go up to 13 points, and they have officially, I think last month, they have already qualified for the League C. So they got promoted to League C, I should say. Really, really good stuff. You know, Georgian football, you know, on the up. So one match left for each team in this group. We will see Georgia play Kazakhstan, and so these teams will only be playing for pride. So where do I think this thing will end? I think it will be Georgia, Kazakhstan, Andorra, Latvia at the bottom. I will get to the prediction for the other matches at the, you know, when I'm done with going through all these matches. But thanks everyone who has joined the stream so far. You know, I really appreciate you stopping by. I haven't live streamed for a while, but you know, I'm always live streaming during the UEFA Nations League. So let's move on to the next match that Georgia versus Andorra game. I just want to see who scored. It was a 1-1 draw. We had Georgi Chatvetsadi. I don't even know if I'm saying that name right. Minute in the 9th minute. And then for Andorra, Christian Martinez equalizing the 63rd. This is really good stuff by Andorra, you know, picking up these results. And, you know, these are the first points dropped by Georgia in the group. So really good job by Andorra on the up. And this is the main reason for the UEFA Nations League, you know, to put teams of similar quality up against each other and team grow and help each team, you know, advance. So Georgia will go up to League C, where they will play versus teams of similar strength, because they have proved themselves worthy of playing versus those oppositions. So who knows? So let's move on to the next bit of matches in League D. We had Luxembourg losing to Belarus 2-0. I think I did predict this one right, because Belarus is the team I'm predicting to get promoted to League C. So in this match, who scored for Belarus? We had Stanislav Jugan scoring a brace in the 37th and 54th minute. And Belarus, really, really good stuff there. Let me take a look at the standings. The standings. Belarus on top of the table, 11 points. 1 match in hand. Luxembourg, second, 9 points. So Belarus is not quite safe as yet, you know. Luxembourg still, you know, has a chance to top this group, go on to League C. The other match between Moldova and San Marino ended in a 1-0 win for Moldova. So San Marino, a big result there. They could have picked up a point, but by a 1-0 margin. So in this match, we had, this thing is taking forever to load. Every time I need it, it takes forever to load. We have Vitaly Damashkan scoring in the 78th minute for Moldova. So San Marino held them for 78 minutes. So pretty close. So San Marino even got a late penalty, guys. A late penalty. Palazzi denied late equalizer by a Kosolev save. So San Marino could have picked up a draw, but the goalkeeper stopped the penalty, and, you know, it ended 1-0 in favor of Moldova. Oh, man. I would have really loved for San Marino to pick up a point here, but unfortunately, they are still pointless in this group. So Moldova are still in with a shout. They have 8 points. But I think Moldova and Belarus should have a better head-to-head. No, it's a 0-0 in the first game. So this group is set up really, really nicely for a tight finish. Belarus play San Marino, Moldova play Luxembourg. So it's fair to say that Belarus should run away with this group. So let's just conclude that Belarus are in the driver's seat here in this Group 2 of League D. And that should round off the Group 2 of League. That should round off the League D fixtures today. So things are shaping up really, really nicely. We have another round of matches left in League D. So a lot of action left, guys. A lot of action. So let us move on to the next league up, which is League C. So we're going to run through all the leagues, all the fixtures. And when we're done, we're going to go back and see, you know, where each team stands and so forth. So let me find. I think I did predict the Hungary win. They have been playing, you know, pretty well. And, you know, big result. Hungary seems like they're a team on the up, you know. Who knows if they could get back falling off ever since. So in this group, Hungary 2, Estonia 0. I'm waiting for this thing to load. I can't, like, why is this thing taking so long to load? In the meantime, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. We have NW Trolley up in here. He says, it's really true that internal away goals count before total goal difference in Nations League. Yes, it's head-to-head. The Nations League is head-to-head. And I think maybe if you had a 0-0, then it becomes goal difference or away goal, something like. I'm really not 100% sure, but I know right now it's goal different. It's head to head. So for example, Spain does lead Croatia on head to head because they scored 8 goals comparing to Croatia's 3. So they lead Croatia head to head. So if it boils down that, you know, Croatia ends up on 6 points, well, that cannot happen. That cannot happen because Croatia has 4 points right now. You know, England has 4, Spain has 6. So the head-to-head will really come down to the England versus Croatia fixture, because if it ends in a 1-1 draw, Croatia should have and each team ends up on 5 points each. Who will be relegated? It may come down to goal difference in the end. So I think, you know, when you think about it, that's how Hungary and Adam Jalai scoring in the 69th minute to give the Hungarians a 2-0 win. Good stuff by Hungary there. In the next fixture, we had Greece defeating Finland 1-0. I did remember predicting a win for Finland, but, you know, the Greeks proved me wrong, and they picked up big 3 points. Albin, Grunland, see, that group, I think all these teams are in the same group, Group 2 of League C. The standings after 5 matches each are as follows. We have Finland on top with 12 points. This is Finland's first loss because Finland had a perfect, you know, thing going, 4 wins in 4, but, you know, picked up their first loss versus Greece, and it was an own goal. An own goal. So they ought to be blamed for their own detriment, but they are still on top of the group, still on 12 points. Greece second on 9 points. So Greece technically could catch Finland, but head-to-head might play in, you know, Finland's favor. Hungary third, 7 points. They can no longer be promoted to League B, and Estonia last in the group, 1 point. So it's down to Greece and Finland to see who can move on. Let me check the fixtures. It will be Hungary versus Finland and Greece versus Estonia. So right now, it's kind of, I think it would be Finland. Finland has a better head-to-head than Greece. Defeated them 2-0 in the first fixture. So I think it will be Finland moving on from this group. I think I did predict that Greece would move on to League B. And if they do not advance, it will be, you know, a letdown. Because, come on, this is a team who won Euro 2004, and they should be performing way better than this. So it will be a letdown for the Greeks, you know. And their teams haven't been playing really well in the European competitions this season at all, you know, especially Ajax Athens. So let us move on to the League B fixtures. So who we have in the chat? Okay, let me update the chat. We have Miralem Rasidovic, Croatia. What's up? We have Mr. Halazil, Benko. We have Daniel Refi. What's up? Real EA. Nili Pazwan. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today's live stream. Okay. League B. We had one match today in League B. Austria 0, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. I would not have enjoyed watching that game. I hate 0-0 games. I love to see goals, you know. So Bosnia stay undefeated in Group B3 to earn promotion. So congrats to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Big achievement. Big achievement. I think the other team in this group is Northern Ireland, and this is big, man. This is big. Austria is the team I think I predicted to move on, but Bosnia proved me wrong. Edin Dzeko, Miralem Pjanic, they were awesome. They were really good. So they move on to League A. That's big. This is big. So Bosnia will be rubbing shoulders. Let me say Bosnia and Herzegovina will be rubbing shoulders with the big boys next time the Europa League comes around. And the fact that they have won their group, you know, they have a second shot at qualifying for Euro 2020 if they fail to do so via the normal means. So it's a big deal. It's a really big deal, you know, qualifying, you know, getting promotion, topping your group. Same for Georgia, same for teams like Finland. It gives them a shot at qualifying for the Euros. So after that game, we have Bosnia 10 points, Austria 3 points, and Northern Ireland at the bottom without a point. They will play Austria in their last game. And I'm afraid to say I think Northern Ireland will remain without a point. And they are the team I predicted to get relegated to League C as well. So hard luck, man. You guys just need to do better. You need to do better, man. Need to do better. So let us move on to League A, the most exciting league. Well, it's arguably the most exciting league because the best teams are in there. Some may say it's League D because the games are so, you know, hard to predict. But we had some big games today. Belgium defeating Iceland 2-0. They already defeated Iceland 3-0 on the road, and the home leg, it was easy peasy lemon squeezy for the Red Devils. I did not watch this game. I could have watched the game. You guys remember, you know, I supported Belgium during the World Cup, and that, you know, support hasn't really come to an end, but, you know, Belgium was just a random team I picked to support during the World Cup. In this match, Michy Batshuayi, the batsman, scored in the 65th and 81st minute in the absence of the regular striker, Romelu Lukaku. So Michy Batshuayi is proven, you know, he wants to prove that he is a worthy striker for both club and country, you know. He wants to play for Chelsea still, I think. You know, he wants to go back there, be the main man. But I don't know if Chelsea is the right place for Michy Batshuayi. But this is a big win for Belgium, and they definitely, you know, qualify for the finals. They, without a doubt. I think they're not yet into the finals. They're not yet into the finals. What am I? I don't think they're into the finals as yet. But Switzerland has a big task on their hand because of the head-to-head rule. So they're not yet into the finals. Let me take a look at the standings quickly. The standings. Switzerland do play Belgium. So let me take a look at the standings. Switzerland, 6 points. Belgium, 9. Belgium are perfect so far. The first match between Belgium and Switzerland was a 2-1. 2-1 victory for Belgium. So Belgium are not safe as yet. Switzerland, I don't trust this team. This team, Shaqiri, Jamaili, Lichtsteiner, you know, Akanji, these guys, Mbolo, these guys, you can't trust these guys, man. You cannot trust the Swiss, you know. Very diplomatic group, can't trust them. So the match between Belgium and Switzerland will be the decider of this group, and it will be played November 18th. This will be a big one. It will be played, you know, it will be a home match for Switzerland. And guys, we could see something big happening here. We could see Switzerland actually upsetting, let's just say upsetting Belgium. I think it can happen. I'm not saying it will, but I think it can definitely happen. A 2-1 margin, all they need to do is to defeat Belgium by, let's say, 3-1 or 3-0, and they go to the finals. That will be big for Switzerland, though. It will be nice to see. You know, even though Belgium are, of course, the better team on paper, they, you know, place third at the World Cup. It will be nice to see another team up there, you know, in the finals, you know, like Switzerland. That would be really nice to see. If we will have for example, a Switzerland, a Netherlands. If Croatia go on to top the group, that will be awesome. And that will be that's a perfect segue into the next match the Croatia versus Spain fixture. Guys, oh my God. You know, I was downstairs watching this game, and I was watching the England versus USA at the same time, watching England destroy USA. And the Croatia versus Spain game was a special one. I must say this. It's one of the best games I have seen in a while. You know, Croatia go up through Kramaric, and, you know, Spain coming back through Ceballos. Then, you know, Kramaric has been playing really, really well this season. It's been amazing to, you know, see what he's been doing at Hoffenheim. And with the absence of Mandzukic, I was gonna do a preview video and talk about how he should be the man up top, you know, and forget about, you know, Ivan Santini up there, and forget about, you know, whoever else you want to try up there. Kramaric is the man to put up there. You know, he's in form, and, you know, he scored. He came up big today, you know. And Spain equalized. Really, really good goal to equalize, you know. Ceballos linking up with Isco. Really, really good goal. The Real Madrid man, you know, showing how talented he is. I mean, the Real Madrid man showing how talented he is, Dani Ceballos. And it was a Real Madrid link-up, Isco and Ceballos. 1-1. You know, Croatia's joy was short-lived. You know, they scored early in the second half in the 54th minute, and, you know, they conceded in the 56th. But Croatia at that point had the upper hand in the game. Even though they didn't have most of the possession, they had more shots on goal, more shots on target. You know, Spain, I don't know if this lineup was gelling enough, because Luis Enrique seems to be tinkering with this team quite a lot. You know, we had, you know, right now at 1-1, but we had De Gea in goal. We had Inigo Martinez and Sergio Ramos. Then we had Jody Alba left back, Sergio Roberto right back. This is a total different defense than in the last game versus England. And we had Busquets in midfield. We had Saul, Ceballos. Then there was Rodrigo, Isco. You have, what do you call it? Iago Aspas. So he just needs to decide who he wants to call up and stick to 1-11 going forward. Get your combination right. You know, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you tinkering with the team like this. And we have seen it in the last two results. There have been losses. England's just stunned Spain in the last game. Croatia stunned Spain today. Anyways, we are 1-1. And Croatia go 2-1 up. Modric short corner, linking up with Kramaric, gives it back to Modric. Modric with a really nice move, and then he crossed it over. Tin Jedvaj at the far post, unmarked. Like, why was no one marking Jedvaj? He puts it in the back of the net. Jedvaj, a revelation for Croatia. You know, he's not even a starter at Bayer Leverkusen, and, you know, Zlatko Dalic just having faith in the man, putting him in, and bam. He comes up big today. He comes up big today. Makes it 2-1. And then Spain, they you know what I mean, they fought back really, really well. Almost scored. Vasilico kicking the ball off the line. They were at it. You know, Lovre Kalinic was kept really, really busy. He did a good job today in goal as well. And Spain got their goal. You know, it was a handball. You know, Vasilico just was the hero, and now he's the villain. Double handball, he hit him. Came back, he fell, he hit him again. Referee rightly pointed to the spot. It would have been harsh if Spain wasn't awarded a penalty. You know, up step Sergio Ramos, the captain, and he puts it past over Kalinic. It's 2-2 again. And at that point, I'm like, God, you know, I'm like, nah. I had on a regular T-shirt, and when Croatia went up, guys, I got up to put on the Croatia jersey, and then I'm like, let me sit my ass back down because they scored again. I was really hyped. And then Croatia went 2-1 up, and I went back I put on the red and white Croatian jersey. Then I was like, no, they're not playing in red and white. Let me put this one on. And at that point, I was like, oh, God, the game is going to be a draw. You know, surely it's going to be Spain to top this group. Croatia and England are going to play for survival on Sunday. But no, Yedvai, man. Croatia, you know, they had a really good spell in the last 15 to 20 minutes of the game. And, you know, Croatia, man, they came up big, came up with the goods. Yedvai at the far post. Again, nobody marking him. The Spanish defense was sleeping again. No one was marking him. He puts it in the back of the net, and bam, Croatia picked up 3 points. And this was actually Yedvai's first 2 international goals. So awesome, man. Man of the match. And with performances like this, Yedvai surely should, you know, seal a place in this team. He should really grab onto that spot. I think that left back spot should be given to Yedvai, because Pivovic is not cutting it. He's not cutting it. He did not play well in the 6-0. He played really well in the 0-0 match versus England, and it was a right decision to leave him out, because Pivovic would not have scored those 2 goals today. I could put my money on it. So big result for Croatia. They, you know, now go up to 4 points. Let me take a look at the table. I don't know if they're still at the bottom of the group with that 4 points, but yes, they are still at the bottom of the group, tied with England, and, you know, head-to-head separate England and Croatia right now. Spain, all their matches are done. They're on 6 points, and it will be the England versus Croatia fixture. Guys, who do you think is going to take this group? Who will take this group? That segues nicely into prediction for the last set of matches in the for these groups that we talked about today. Who do you think will pick up the 3 points, a big 3 points on Sunday, and go into the finals? I am going to say Croatia. I said it last month. I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. It's a tall task. It's an uphill battle. It's a mountain to climb. But I'm going to go for Croatia to do it. 2 wins in 2. You know, I'm going to go for them to do it. And today's performance was just, you know, it was astonishing. It just shows how this team just fights. And coming back from a 6-0 loss, you know, to just, you know, patch things up, plug the leak versus England in that 0-0 game, and, you know, to come and beat Spain, a team that defeated them 6-0. Bravo to Croatia. It's going to be a hard one. England are going to come full strength. They are in good form. You know, most of the guys on the team are playing for the top clubs in the English Premier League. We'll see the Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Lingard, Rashford, you know, Loftus-Cheek, Dele Alli, Eric Dyer, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Fabian Delphs, Pickford. You know, all these guys are gonna come into the picture versus Croatia. It's gonna be a big one. You know, it's gonna be a big game. But I think Croatia has the momentum. Croatia has the momentum, but England also has momentum coming into this game. Beating Spain, beating, you know, the USA. A really good warm-up match as well for, let me call it a warm-up match. Really good warm-up match for England. Everyone got to run out. Raheem Sterling, I don't think, played in that game, nor Kyle Walker. But, you know, everyone got a good little run out in that game. You know, Jadon Sancho looking really well. It's a hard one to call, but it can go anyway. It will be a fight to see who will top this group or who will get relegated. It's going to go either way. Who's going to top the group, or one of these teams will top the group, or one of these teams will get relegated. I just want it. I just want a result. I want somebody to win. I don't want a draw. I want somebody to win. Spain do not deserve to win this group. They do not deserve to top the group, in my opinion. So for this one, I'm gonna go for Croatia. I'm gonna go for Croatia to steal this in front of England. They broke their hearts at the World Cup, and I think they're gonna do it again. I think they're gonna do it again, man. Seriously. Seriously, I think they're definitely going to do it again. So, what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Croatia or England or Spain? The final is next June. The final is next June. It will be between the 4 teams in Group A. It will be the winner of each of the Group A, the League A groups. The winner of each of the League A groups will play each other in a semi-final first, and then the 2 winners of the semi-finals will meet in the finals. So it's on, man. It's on. And as of today, we do not know who those teams are. We don't know. We don't know. We know it's not Poland. We know it's not Iceland. And we know it can't be Germany. So it's between France and the Netherlands in Group 1, Belgium and Switzerland in Group 2, Portugal and Italy in Group 3, and between Croatia, Spain, and England in Group 4, man. It's on, man. It's really, really on. And I'm really loving how, it's shaping up at the end. I'm loving it. Really, really loving it. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to just predict tomorrow's games. We're going to predict tomorrow's games real quick. Just prediction. Let's just have fun with it. Let's not go too much into detail and, trying to figure out who are going to top their respective groups or whatnot. It's really, really hard to figure out right now. But tomorrow, guys, Friday, November 16th, we have the big one, France and Netherlands. Netherlands host France. I'm really looking forward to that game. The Netherlands versus France. I'm really loving the way this group has, shaped up. The Netherlands defeating Germany, then France defeating Germany. Germany only on 1 point, man. I love, underdog stories like what the Netherlands did. Struggling team defeating Germany, who is also a struggling team, but a world powerhouse. And it's really nice. So the Netherlands versus France, guys, who do you have? Remember, the Netherlands could still top this group, but I predicted France to top it. And I'm going to go for France. Both teams, flags have the same exact colors, just a different, layout. Netherlands versus France. Two very, very talented teams. If you want talent, look at the Netherlands team, look at the French team in FIFA career mode. Mouth-watering. So, it's harder. It's harder. France is too good. France is too good. I'm going to go for a draw with this one, I'm going to go for a draw. Netherlands are going to pick up a point in this one. I'm going to go for a draw. And with the draw, with that draw, 1 point apiece. Let me take a look at what would happen if there was a draw. If there was a draw, France would clinch the group. 8 points. Netherlands will go up to 4 points, and they could only pick up 3 points in their last game versus Germany. So France will top this group. A draw tomorrow or a France win, but I don't think the Netherlands will pick up a win versus France. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. So I'm going for my final decision is a draw. A draw. Slovakia versus Ukraine, guys. Slovakia versus Ukraine. Remember, Ukraine, this is a League B fixture. Ukraine has already qualified for League A. 3 wins in 3. They have defeated both Slovakia and the Czech Republic in their first 2 fixtures. So Ukraine will go into this match, and I think they should try to, give opportunities to players who haven't really played as yet. But no. I think Shevchenko is going to go into this and just finish things off really nicely. Play your strongest team and go out there and, just win this game. Malinowski and, Marlos and Zinchenko and Yarmolenko, Konoplyanka, these guys, they have been doing really, really well. Piotov, they have been doing really, really well. And I underestimated Ukraine, and they have proven me wrong. Top the group onto League A. I'm going for a win for Ukraine on the road. A 2-1 win for Ukraine versus Slovakia, who has been really, really disappointing. The team I was predicting to top this group, Marek Hamšík, and, Skriniar, I think, plays for that team as well. They just let me down, Dubravka, they just let me down. So I'm going for a Ukraine win. What are you guys saying? Brian Hinojosa said a 3-0 win for Ukraine. We have, let's go back to some of the, God said Holland will beat France 2-1. Brian Hinojosa also said a draw for the France game. Sorry, guys, I did not, talk about your predictions. Daniel Refi said Netherlands will win. Omar M said Netherlands 2. A lot of you guys want to see Netherlands win. Football Fair says France have the look of a team that always finds a way to win, even if it's unconvincing. A 2-3 victory to France. Yes, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. So France is cheating, says namely Joe. Whoa. How are they cheating? With a draw, France have won the group. Yes, Martin. France will win the group with a draw. So, guys, Slovakia versus Ukraine. What are your predictions for that one? I'm going for a Ukraine win. Let's move on. Wales versus Denmark, guys. This one is huge. Wales versus Denmark, another League B Group 4 fixture. So Wales currently top the group on 6 points. Denmark, 4 points second, but 2 games in hand. So Wales need a win. Wales need a win. If Wales pick up a win versus Denmark, they will officially top this group. They will win this group, go on to League A, has a chance to qualify for Euro 2020. They will go up to 9 points. Denmark would remain on 4, and they will actually give the Republic of Ireland a sniff of survival. But, oh man, this one is hard. It is hard. It's an away match for Denmark. It's a hard one to predict. I think Gareth Bale is fit as well. This one is hard. Denmark defeated Wales 2-0 in the other fixture, so it is hard. But I'm gonna back Denmark. I'm gonna back Denmark. I'm gonna back them to pick up a win on the road, go up to 7 points, and play Republic of Ireland, and maybe a draw. The last fixture was a 0-0 draw, so Denmark should top the group with 8 points in the end. 8 or 10 points in the end. I'm still going for Denmark, guys. Still going for Denmark. Let us move on, guys. Let us not waste any time and move on. So I'm going for Denmark win versus Wales. Cyprus versus Bulgaria. This one is another tricky one. Cyprus has been playing well, but Bulgaria, man, has been playing even better. 9 points after 4 matches. They and Norway tie on top of Group 3 of League C with 9 points. So Bulgaria team looking like they're on the up again. Remember they did really well at World Cup 1994. Stoichkov was really the standout player of that tournament. And Norway haven't really done so well after their glory in the 90s. Remember players like Tor, Andre Flo, and his cousin or brother, Havard Flo, I can remember in World Cup 1998. They always give Brazil, a hard time. They're on top of the group. So Cyprus 4 points. Cyprus has all teams have 2 matches left. So Cyprus are still in it. They're still in it. But they need wins. They need to pick up wins. This one is a hard one to predict. But, oh man, it's hard to predict. Cyprus already lost to Bulgaria 2-1. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It's going to be a home match for Cyprus. They should be able to pick up a result. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Cyprus and Bulgaria. And that's my final decision there on that. Slovenia versus Norway. As we should know, Slovenia at the bottom of that group. I think Slovenia deserves to get relegated after, you know, what they have done. I think they fired their manager, I think, you know, and they host Norway. But with a result in their last fixture, I think they should scrape out another draw. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw between Slovenia and Norway. 1-1 draw between Slovenia and Norway. And for the last 2 fixtures, which will be League D fixtures, we have Gibraltar playing Armenia. Now, this one is a tricky one because people were saying that the match between Macedonia and Armenia was a fixed game. Some people said it was fixed because Gibraltar defeated Armenia, I think. Yes, 1-0. And then Macedonia defeated Liechtenstein. And then Armenia came and defeated Macedonia 4-0. I was like, okay, how is this even possible? And then Gibraltar defeated Liechtenstein 2-1. So Gibraltar has picked up 2 wins and they are now second in the table. So they're hunting down a top spot in this group. Armenia is still in it. Macedonia is still in it. And Gibraltar versus Armenia. Could Gibraltar do it again, guys? It will be a home match for them. It will be a home match for Gibraltar. Could they impress their home crowd and pick up another result? I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say a draw in this. Gibraltar picks up another result and, you know, continue their impressive run in the UEFA Nations League. You know, the UEFA Nations League has proven to be a success for teams like Gibraltar, no doubt about it. And also in that same group, Liechtenstein play Macedonia. Will Macedonia seal this group by picking up 3 points versus Liechtenstein? They wouldn't really seal. I think they should seal the group on head-to-head. Maybe not because of that 4-1 loss versus Armenia. If Armenia picks up 2 wins, they can still catch Macedonia. But I'm going to back Macedonia to pick up 2 results in their last 2 games and go on to top this group. So Macedonia win versus Liechtenstein, Gibraltar draw versus Armenia. So those are the predictions for tomorrow's matches. Those are the games we will talk about tomorrow. Hopefully I remember my my predictions for those. It doesn't even matter, but we will talk about those tomorrow in another live stream. Guys, we open for a bit of Q&A right now. So if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask them right now. Thanks everyone here, you know, for joining the stream. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, please do so. If you're not, you know, if you haven't turned on the notification bell to know whenever I drop a video, do so to continue supporting the channel. You know, I've continued to make videos week after week. You know, I have not, you know, given up on, you know, my channel, even though sometimes things are really slow, you know. It's just, I'm doing what I love, you know, I'm doing what I love, and I'm learning to cope with, you know, the down times and, you know, just enjoy when times are really good and when things are on the up. So questions, guys, do you have any questions? Danny said, what do you think of Qatar beating the Swiss 1-0? I didn't actually know that result, but Qatar I picked up a result versus a team recently. They better pick up results, because if you're going to be hosting the 2022 World Cup, you have to go there and you have to show that you're deserving, and it wasn't just, you know, a whole corrupted, you know, a money, you know what I'm saying, a money thing, and they basically bought the right to host the World Cup. So they have to continue winning games. They have to continue picking up draws, and it's interesting to see how they will play in the Copa America next season. That will be awesome. So we have a question by Nikki91HR. What's up, Nikki, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Do you believe Luka Modric would win the Ballon d'Or? He has been my #1 candidate so far. He should win the Ballon d'Or after winning all these awards, you know, World Cup Golden Ball, Best European Player, Best Midfielder, and all that. Winning 3 Champions League in a row, placing 2nd for Croatia in the World Cup, basically carrying the team on his back, you know, for what he has done throughout his career. And just to break this whole Messi Ronaldo thing that's been going on, I just want to see someone else win it. And he deserves it. He deserves it. And, you know, if Croatia defeats England, go to the finals, go all the way to the final match and win this competition, well, by then, we will already know who is the Ballon d'Or. But if they defeat England, get to the finals, man, come on. No one should argue that he does not deserve it. Ronaldo has been playing well, but come on, man. Come on. It's time for someone else to at least get that shine, you know. So I'm going to say yes, Modric does deserve it. Okay, question. We have Macchiato031 says, greetings, mate, from your follower from an OCX fan. What's up, man? It's nice to have something to watch in the third watch at work. Yes. Yes. While I'm at work, guys, I love to tune into, you know, podcasts and, you know, just listen. I don't have to actually watch it. I love to listen and just work, you know. So I advise some of you guys to do that. You don't have to actually watch the video, but you could listen to the videos as well. So thank you, my OCX fan. And I have not done HNL Week 14 review. I will be doing that. I've been really busy, been really tired this week, guys. It's just, can't even explain how tired I've been this week, but I'm still making an effort to, you know, drop these videos. I still have, you know, Calypso Boys episodes to work on. Thanks everyone who has been supporting the series. Not getting, you know, a lot of, you know, views, but, you know, if I at least get over 100 people to be interested in something, that's an achievement in itself. So thank you very much. Okay, so question. The football nerd. Do you enjoy club football or international football more? I enjoy club football more. To be honest, I was an international football guy. Like, I paid no attention to club football whatsoever. It was just international games, but it was more tournament. When tournaments came around, I, you know, was interested in the tournaments. I never really paid no attention to club football. I paid no attention to international friendlies at all. But ever since I started the channel, I was tuning into some English Premier League games. I fell in love with the Champions League. I love both. I love international and I love club football. Like, you know, once you're a football lover, well, let me not say once you're a football lover, because you could be a football lover and only care about international or club. But I love both. You learn to appreciate both because they play hand in hand with each other. If you play well for your club, you then get called up for your country. You know, so if you don't play well for your club, you're not going to be called up for your country. So you have to appreciate both of them. But Nikki Havatska, thank you very much, man, for coming back around. You know, I know you came back around because Croatia did really well today versus Spain. And Nikki might be an international type of girl, you know. We have Nicola Zelen up in here. He says, woo, that's exactly how I felt, man. I'm telling you, when Tiny Advice scored that winning goal, I ran away from the TV. I ran up the stairs. You know, I was making noise. I had to subdue myself because, you know, there's 2 babies in this house right now. So I didn't want to wake up the babies, you know, so I just calmed down and then I did the video. But yeah. So, namely Joe said, Dominic Rich Squad, where are you from? I'm from Ghana. I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's an island in the Caribbean, but I live in New York, America. Okay. So, questions. Let me see if I miss any questions. Okay. Brian Hannah Joseph, your thoughts on Germany beating Russia 3-0 today? I knew, like, vaguely I heard about that game because they said Marco Reus and someone else would miss that game, but I didn't really pay any attention to that match because, you know, we had the England-USA I was mostly paying attention to, and the Croatia-Spain. So thank you very much for bringing that to my attention, but it's a friendly. It's a friendly. You really can't judge teams by friendlies these days. Believe me, it's a friendly, you know. You get 7, 8 substitutes coming on, everybody getting a run out. The intensity goes down in the second half. So you can't really judge teams by the friendly results. That's all I have to say. I expect the stronger teams to win in the friendlies. Like, for example, Croatia played Jordan. They defeated them. I expected results like that. But Germany, Russia, 3-0 in a friendly, it's really hard match to gauge each team's by. Russia has been doing really, really well competitively, and Germany has not been doing well. So it's a good confidence booster for Germany. And I think Russia are only tinkering. Russia only playing around. Don't trust Russia. Okay, next question. Danny Ruffy says he liked Calypso Boys. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Okay. Thoughts on Kalinic in goal. Okay, Mr. Cabbage 2. Thoughts on, I almost said Nikola Kalinic there. Lovre Kalinic in goal. I was impressed with him today. I think he's a very, 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 very good goalkeeper, and he is big. I wasn't really aware of how big he is, but he's like 6'7". He's a big guy. You know, he's a big guy, and he, you know, he did well in goal today. He did really well in goal today, so I'm impressed with him. If he is playing for Croatia, he must be a really, really good goalkeeper. And he is getting his time now that Subasic, I have to say these names correctly, Subasic has retired, and it's his time, and he's taking it by the horns, you know. Dominic Livakovic is also really good, but I think Kalinic is a better goalkeeper. He's bigger, and he's a better goalkeeper. But, you know, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Maybe Livakovic is maybe a more agile keeper than Kalinic is. Kalinic, maybe, you know, he has more, you know, of a wingspan. So I was really impressed with him today. So Nicola Zelen asks, do you watch Croatian League full matches or just highlights? Okay, sometimes I watch the full matches, and sometimes I don't get to watch any match, but at all times, I have the Sofa Score, that app, you know, I have the notifications popping up every time. So I'm always aware of what's going on in the HNL. Every single goal has, whenever any goals score, I know what's going on in all the games. So, and I do go back to the website. Someone gave me a really nice website. I think it's I can't remember the website name right now, but it's Havatsky Television. And I go and I watch the highlights for every single game, every single week. So I see everything that goes on. So I'm not just looking at the scores. Like lately, I haven't had a lot of time to do the well-produced videos. So I'm just going to take up my camera and just talk. And I think that'll be good enough for now, especially since it's the middle period where it's going to be really testing to keep up with the league and so many things, and, you know, keep people's interest, because who's really paying attention in the middle? It's only at the start and when it gets to the end that people are really paying attention. So I'm going to try to get through this middle period, this middle passage, you know. Really, I'm going to try to get through it, because it's not an easy passage to get through. Up until we get to like 28 matches in, then things will start getting more serious, you know, when we will know who's going to get relegated, who's going to take, you know, the top spot, the Europa League places, Champions League play, you know. So I do pay close attention to the HNL League. And question, okay. What you think would be the score England versus Croatia on Sunday? Ask God. I'm going for a Croatia win. I'm going for a Croatia win. And I'm going to put this on record that England could also win this game very impressively as well. The game could go in England's favor. It can go in Croatia's favor. It can go in a draw. But I'm going for Croatia, man. I'm going to stick to the team I'm backing, Croatia. Okay. Can you talk about who is going through and who is getting relegated? Ask Hazem Al-Namari. Well, that will be a very, very, you know, that will be a lot to go through, because we have 55 teams, 4 leagues, you know, to talk about who's going to go through, who's going to get relegated. I've already talked about that when I go through the matches. Every time I go through the matches, I'm talking about who I think is going to go get promoted, who's going to get relegated. So I have been doing that. Okay. So Mr. Cabbage 2 asks, do you support any MLS squads? No, not at all. Not whatsoever. I have never watched an MLS match. Never. Not until they have promotion, relegation, I will actually pay attention to this league. Seriously. Nicola Zelen, what's the time in New York? 7:07. 7:07 in the evening. 7:07. Advenko, what's up, man? He says he's late. Okay. Football knowledge. Did you know Lindelof won Swedish Player of the Year? Other people think Olsen or Granqvist should have won it. Who do you think should have won it? I think Andreas Granqvist should have won that. I did see that headline. Lindelof did nothing to win this thing. Man United has done nothing in the Premier League last season. They did nothing, basically. Nothing. Second place, yeah. Second place, 19 points behind us. But Lindelof hasn't really done anything great, to be honest. They haven't done anything great. And Granqvist, his leadership during the World Cup and what he did during the World Cup, stepping up, taking penalties and stuff, popping up everywhere, he should have won it. He should have won it. Or even Olsen, all the big saves, getting a big move to Roma. He should have, one of them should have won it, not Lindelof. Not Lindelof. Okay. All right. PJ Maguire, what do you think football fans' general negative opinions on international breaks and clubs' criticism of the Nations League as more senseless competition in football? Well, I've actually voiced my opinion on that a few times, and I think Klopp need to sit down and relax and just deal with it, because international breaks are necessary. And how are players going to be rewarded for playing well for their clubs? Everyone wants to play for their national team. It's national pride. You know, with clubs, there's always, you get sold, you fall out of favor. You know, you could play for another club. But with the national team, you could only play for, let's say, 2 national teams. You know, if you play for one and then you could still wiggle yourself over to another nation that you qualify to play for. But it's more pride, I think, playing for your nation than playing for a club, because You could have pride playing for a club, but what if you're not playing well and you fall out of favor and they terminate your contract or they don't renew your contract? What would happen? So I think it's necessary. The UEFA Nations League has proven that it is a good competition and things has to change. You can't have the same old format all the time. You have to, you know, spice things up. The new competition is good for football, and if it wasn't necessary and if players thought it wasn't, they wouldn't have been playing. They wouldn't have been so eager to play, and you wouldn't see the passion in the guys. But Klopp just, you know, he just thinks that when guys go to play the UEFA Nations League, players from his club could come back hurt. It's competitive games. It's not international games where you can go on for 45 minutes and come off, or you could take your time. It's serious stuff. So I think that's why he's criticizing it. And with Liverpool, there's a lot of internationals, and you know, a lot of its players can get hurt. So I think that's the main concern there by Jurgen Klopp. And guys, it's snowing in New York. Like, could you believe it? It's snowing. I didn't know it was going to snow this much. We got a lot of snow out there. If you don't know, go check out my Croatia versus Spain video. You will see. So we have questions. I'll take a few more questions. I don't want to make the live streams too long this time around, but I'll take a few more questions. All right. Namely, Joe asks, is Manchester City going to win the Champions League this year? If so, when is the final? To be honest, I can't. Like, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm not thinking about the final right now. We don't know who is going to win the final. City did well last season. They did not win. You know, they're doing well again this season. Who knows how far they will get. Barcelona was awesome last season. They did not win. They didn't get to the finals. We don't know who is going to get to the finals. We will just have to wait and see. Okay, I don't want to jinx my team. Don't want to jinx my team at all. Nicola Zellen said, thanks. Congrats on the new child. Thank you very much. Baby Liam is over there. My little baby boy is over there chilling with his mom. So, Daniel Refi says it's snowing in Canada too. Canada is so cold, man. Ooh, I miss Canada though. Really miss Canada. Okay, who do you think will win, Netherlands or Germany? You're talking about the Netherlands-Germany match? Well, I will go for Netherlands. The way Germany are playing right now, I will go for the Netherlands to win again. I would love to see that. Really love to see that. Namely, Joe says, Dominic Rich squad is American racist. There's a lot of racist people in America. You know what? There's a lot of there's racist people everywhere. Everywhere you go, everywhere. Racism can be between different races. It doesn't have to be white on black. It can be black on white or black on Indian or Indian on, you know, Chinese. You know, so racism is everywhere. It's everywhere. But I know you're talking about the white-black racism. It still exists. Still exists. It still does exist in America. So let's move on from that question, though. Controversial. Okay, so any more questions before I go, guys? Before I wrap up this live stream, it's been 1 hour. Don't want to stay too long. We have Neil Ivarez. Dominic Rich just dropped in to say you are a beautiful man, Dom. And I thank you. And I salute you, my friend. Blessings from Iran. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Dom, Daniel Refi has a question. Dom, what if FIFA actually does accept Iran to co-host the 2022 World Cup with Qatar, because Qatar and Iran already want to do it together? I think Iran co-hosting it will also be controversial in itself. You know that. That will be big. That will be controversial. But I think Qatar should host it. They chose Qatar to host it. I know there's been a lot of controversy around that, you know, human rights violations and switching it from summer to winter. So it's just change. Let's just learn to accept change and let's stop bitching about everything. Let's just do that, because there's been a lot of human rights violations throughout history. Undocumented, documented, that we haven't been talking about, that haven't been highlighted. They need to talk about that and stop nitpicking at every little thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts on that. I feel for the people who are going through whatever they're going through in Qatar, but it's not the first time that things like this are happening in the world. More atrocities has been committed in the past, and I don't think they should make a big deal about it. Let it go on. Let it go on. You know, as MW Choli said, if Qatar bought it, they bought it. You know, money run things, man. You know, money run things in this world, in the world of sport, in everything. If you have money, you know, you'd always be in a better position than the people without. So PJ Maguire said, I wish Australia got it, even though the time zone will be difficult. Australia will be a nice place to have a World Cup. Indeed. Australia, New Zealand co-hosting a World Cup, that would be pretty good. Would be pretty good. But guys, that's it, man. 30 of you guys in here right now. Thanks for everyone who joined the live stream. I have a lot more work to do. I have, you know, Calypso Boys to work on. I have a lot of packs to open in my Calypso Boys episode. Guys, please support the Calypso Boys FIFA 19 series. A lot of you guys who have been here for a while know I've been working on this since last year. And I never continued, but now I'm 6 episodes in, and I'm really, really loving how it's turning out. I'm not an expert at FIFA. I'm not the best, you know, gamer. I'm okay. I was a little better, but I took when you take a break from FIFA, man, you lose a lot of skills. I was a career mode man, and I now started to play Ultimate Team, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm not spending any money on FIFA coins or nothing. I'm just enjoying myself and showing you guys what the Caribbean, what the West Indies has offered the world, and what they continue to offer, because the best players, I do think, has originated from the Caribbean. Some of the best. Some of the best. So check out the Calypso Boys series. Continue supporting the channel. I really, really, really appreciate it, man. And for some of you guys who are watching the replay, thanks for stopping by. Guys, catch me tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back the day after. I'm here as long as UEFA Nations League is on. I'll be live. I'll be live. You know, thanks for stopping by again. I'm your boy, Dominic Rich. And if you're new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. Get this video to 50 thumbs up if you haven't yet done it, okay? And thanks everyone who has stuck around for the whole stream. Those who just joined, you know, those who are coming here for the first time, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. I can't stop saying it because I truly mean it. So, until next time, guys. Peace out. Rich Squad. Woo.